All right. Thank you, Sandra. Now for something completely different. A new move to get DEI out of the DOD, the Defense Department. A retired U.S. Army captain launched a tip line for Pentagon employees to report instances they see as being DEI or woke overreach. Let's bring in Doug Truex, founder of the Foundation for the Restoration of America, to talk about this initiative. Doug, you write today in a Fox.com piece, quote, service academies are indoctrinating officers instead of preparing them for combat. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on. And that's right. That's my alma mater. Been horrified over the years by some of the things that have been going on. And we have to remember that the officers that the service academies are trying to create are ones that can go down range, go into combat, win the battle, win the war, bring as many of their people home as possible. And I think we've gotten off track here in so many ways, not just DEI, and I know we'll talk about that quite a bit with our tip line, but also the concept of what their education should be. They're war fighters, first and foremost. These are not Ivy League schools. These are military academies. I think there's been an effort to try to create little diplomats or economists or whatever else. And I know that education is super important, and they're doing great with that. But the focus still needs to be on war fighting, especially at the service academies. And the DEI piece has got to go. I'm super thankful for President Trump and Secretary Hegseth and all that they're doing to get it out. But we're going to offer one more means here to work that out, because I do think that there's still a lot of it going on in spite of the orders that have come down.
Doug, we know that, the president and the SecDef are on board with the concept here, but do you have their buy-in for this project or their endorsement?
Well, look, no, we haven't got an endorsement from them. This is just us working through this. If you look on the website, you're going to see that there are a lot of senior officers, generals and admirals. We are just amplifying some of the things they've said previously through their posts or their speeches or anything else. And it just demonstrates that they've been embracing the concept. So not only are there people that need to be fired that have been fired, but there's a lot of people out there that need to be fired as an example to the rest of the military, that you can't just go and do whatever you want to do. You have to do what has been ordered above you, your chain of command. And further, you have to understand, especially if you're a general or admiral, this concept of DEI is incredibly harmful. All right, it's a dividing factor. You have to have unity amongst the troops. You have to be able to tell them, hey, you need to go down range. You're all being treated the same way, and you got to win the war. And this concept that some of these generals and admirals have been pushing, have been embracing this concept. They should know better, and they need to be fired right now. And we have them up on the website now, and we're encouraging everybody to go there and look. And then as far as the tip line goes, I think there's a lot of people out in the service that know of situations that are continuing in spite of what's been ordered. And we're asking them to let us know. We'll take a look at it, and we'll amplify it and get it out there.
Yeah, so my next question is, what are you going to do with the tips exactly? So you get them in on this tip line, you analyze them. If you think something is credible, what's the next step?
Well, we already have situations on the website where we have a number of admirals and generals and what they've already said previously. So it's the same concept. If there's new information coming in, especially if there's senior officers that should know better and should not be embracing the DEI concept, we will write it up, put it back up on the website. We're also going to be communicating directly with people in the service. At heart here at the Restoration of America, we've run a lot of political campaigns, so we do a lot of communicating in general, and we know how to get our message out. And so we're going to make people in service aware of this. And then when people do get called out and we're sure it really happened, we will make sure that in their post or their base, everybody around there knows what happened, and they at least feel vindicated that somebody's got their back, and some colonel or general or admiral can't just do whatever they want.
All right, Doug, got to leave it there. Thanks for taking time with us.
Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.